Maldives is just about overwater villas and luxury resorts? What if I told you that the real magic of the Maldives is hidden in places no tourist ever sees? A few years ago, I arrived in the Maldives expecting postcard-perfect resorts and infinity pools. But what I found shocked me. There's a side of the Maldives that's completely untouched, where locals welcome you like family, where the beaches are empty, and where you can experience this paradise without spending thousands of dollars. One day, a fisherman took me to a tiny island with not a single resort in sight. The sand was softer than anything I had felt before, and the sunset, it was just me, the waves, and colors I never knew existed. That's when I realized this is the real Maldives. In this video, I'm taking you to 7 hidden gems in the Maldives that almost no tourists know about. These are places where you'll have entire beaches to yourself, swim with whale sharks without crowds, and eat fresh seafood for a fraction of resort prices. If you've ever dreamed of seeing the Maldives like a true explorer, stay till the end because the last spot will completely change how you see this paradise. 1. Mafaru Island, the unseen luxury escape. Picture this, a long stretch of untouched white sand, the soft whispers of the waves, and not a single tourist in sight. Welcome to Mafaru Island, one of the Maldives' best-kept secrets. While most visitors flock to luxury resorts, Mafaru remains hidden in plain sight. It has something no other island offers: a blend of local charm and unexpected luxury. You see, Mafaru isn't just another island. It's home to a private beach experience that costs nothing compared to the overpriced resorts. I remember stepping onto this island for the first time. The air was different, cleaner, untouched, pure. A local fisherman greeted me, his sun-kissed skin proof of years spent at sea. He told me something I'll never forget. The real Maldives isn't in resorts. It's here, with us, the secret private beach. Most travelers don't know this, but Mafaru's beaches are just as stunning as those in the 5-star resorts. The difference? No tourists, no crowds, just you and the ocean. I sat down on the powdery sand, watching as the sky turned gold, pink, and deep purple. It was just me, the sea, and the sound of the waves gently crashing against the shore. If you've ever dreamed of having a Maldivian beach all to yourself, Mafaru is the place. Luxury without the price tag. Now, here's where it gets even better. Mafaru isn't just beautiful, it's surprisingly luxurious. You see, this island has a small yet high-end airport, meaning that occasionally, you might spot a private jet flying in. But don't let that fool you. You don't need to be a millionaire to enjoy Mafaru. Local guest houses offer stays at a fraction of the price of major resorts, yet they come with breathtaking views, warm hospitality, and authentic Maldivian charm. And the food? Freshly caught tuna, grilled with coconut husk flames, served with rice and a side of locally grown mango, a meal so rich in flavor, it makes you question everything you've ever known about seafood. How to get to Mafaru before everyone finds out. Flights. There are occasional domestic flights from Malé, but the real adventure is by boat, a scenic ride where you'll see islands most tourists will never even hear about. Where to stay? Local guest houses on nearby Manadhu Island offer affordable, authentic experiences. If you've ever wished for a secret island escape, Mafaru is your answer. But don't wait too long, word is spreading fast. 2. The Nadhu Island, the island with unspoiled beauty. Imagine waking up to the sound of gentle waves, stepping out of your bungalow, and finding a completely untouched beach stretching before you. No footprints, no resorts, just you and the endless turquoise ocean. Welcome to Nadhu Island, the definition of raw, unfiltered paradise. Most tourists never make it here because it's not on the usual travel brochures. But let me tell you, Nadhu is what the Maldives used to be before mass tourism took over. Crystal clear waters, zero crowds. I remember walking along the shore, my feet sinking into the softest sand I've ever felt. The water? So clear, you can see fish swimming beneath the surface, even at knee-deep levels. I've been to beaches around the world, but nothing compares to Nadhu. Local seafood you won't find in resorts. Now, let's talk about the food. There's a tiny beachside cafe on Nadhu, run by a local family that has been fishing these waters for generations. They served me something I'd never tasted before: Maldivian lobster curry, made from a recipe passed down through their ancestors. The secret? Freshly caught lobster, cooked with creamy coconut milk, hand-ground Maldivian spices, and just a hint of lime. The taste? Unreal. It's something you'll never find at a resort buffet. How to get there and why most people miss it. Vanuatu isn't the easiest island to reach, and that's exactly why it remains untouched. The best way to get here? A local ferry or speedboat from Malé. The ride itself is an adventure passing by tiny, uninhabited islands, watching dolphins leap beside your boat. Where to stay? Forget resorts. Stay in a beachside guest house, where the owner greets you with a fresh coconut straight from the tree. Vanuatu is not for everyone. There are no infinity pools, no butlers, and no overpriced cocktails. Instead, you get the Maldives as it was meant to be: pure, peaceful, and unbelievably beautiful. If you're looking for a place where you can truly disconnect from the world, Vanuatu is waiting for you. 3. Daigura, the island of whale sharks. Now, let me tell you about an experience that changed my life forever. Swimming with a whale shark. Most tourists pay thousands to take boat tours, hoping to catch a glimpse of these gentle giants. But what if I told you there's a place where you can swim with them, without the crowds, and for a fraction of the price? That place is Daigura Island, the secret whale shark swimming spots. Daigura is one of the few places in the world where whale sharks can be found year-round. But here's the secret. Most tour operators take tourists to the busiest spots, where dozens of boats chase after the same shark. Locals, however, know the real places where whale sharks gather. I was lucky enough to meet a fisherman who took me to a quiet reef, far from the touristy areas. Within minutes, I saw a massive 30-foot-long whale shark gliding gracefully beneath me. I held my breath and dived in. For a moment, it was just me and the ocean's gentle giant, moving in perfect harmony. No boats, no noise, just silence and wonder. Why most tourists miss this experience? Most visitors rush to famous snorkeling tours, and while they might see a whale shark, they'll also be surrounded by crowds of people kicking and splashing. But here's how to do it right. Go with a local fisherman, not a tourist company. They know the secret reefs where whale sharks swim without disturbance. The best time to go? Early morning, when the ocean is calm, and the sharks come up to feed. How to get there and where to stay? To get to Daigura, take a speedboat or ferry from the city of Malé. It's a bit of a journey, but 100% worth it. Where to stay? Small guest houses near the beach offer everything you need without the tourist crowds. Swimming with a whale shark in complete silence was one of the most powerful moments of my life. Daigura is the kind of place that stays with you forever. 4. Fuvamula, the Galapagos of the Maldives. If there's one island in the Maldives that feels like another world, it's Fuvamula. You've probably never heard of it. Most tourists haven't, but those who have been, they never forget it. Fuvamula is a place where volcanic cliffs rise from the ocean, rare birds nest in untouched forests, and the waters are home to some of the most legendary marine life on Earth. They call it the Galapagos of the Maldives, and once you set foot here, you'll understand why. The only one of its kind, unlike the other islands in the Maldives, which are part of coral atolls, Fuvamula stands alone in the middle of the deep ocean. This makes it a completely unique ecosystem, home to plants, animals, and landscapes you won't find anywhere else in the country. Here, you'll find lakes instead of lagoons, black sand beaches instead of white, and a jungle so thick that it feels like stepping into another era. But the real magic of Fuvamula, it's hidden beneath the waves. Diving with tiger sharks. No cage, no fear. Most tourists come to the Maldives for gentle snorkeling experiences, swimming alongside tiny, colorful fish. Fuvamula is different. Here, you dive with tiger sharks. No cage, no distractions. Just you, face to face with one of the ocean's most powerful predators. I'll never forget the moment I jumped into the water. My heart was pounding, my hands gripping the dive rope as I descended into the deep blue. Then, suddenly it appeared, a massive tiger shark at least 10 feet long, gliding silently through the water. Fear? Gone. The only thing I felt was complete awe. It looked at me calm, curious, completely in control of its world. And in that moment, I realized something. We've spent so much time fearing sharks when we should have been admiring them. Vamula's waters are one of the only places on Earth where you can experience this raw, unfiltered connection with nature. The best-kept secret beaches. After the dive, I explored Thundu Beach, one of the most unique beaches in the Maldives. Forget soft, white sand. This beach is made of tiny, smooth, pearl-like stones that shift and move with the tides, creating mesmerizing patterns. I sat on the shore, watching the sunset behind the waves, the sky exploding into colors so vivid they didn't seem real. No resorts, no crowds, just the sound of the ocean, whispering secrets to those who take the time to listen. How to get there and where to stay. Flights. There are direct flights from Malé, making it easier than ever to reach this hidden paradise. Stay. Small guest houses run by local families will give you a home-cooked meal, a place to rest, and stories you'll never hear anywhere else. Vamula isn't just an island. It's a feeling, and once you experience it, you'll never see the Maldives the same way again. 5. Vilingili, the locals' weekend getaway. Now, let me tell you about a place where even Maldivians go to escape the crowds. It's called Vilingili, and it's just a 10-minute boat ride from Malé, but somehow, it feels like a world away. The hidden beaches where you can be completely alone. Most tourists in Malé hop on speedboats to resorts, never realizing that one of the best beaches in the Maldives is right next door. When I first arrived in Vilingili, I walked past small, colorful houses, smiling locals waving as I passed. Then, I stepped onto the beach, and there was no one there. The sand was softer than silk, the water so crystal clear that I could see every grain of sand beneath the waves. No hotels, no sunbeds, no loud music, just peace. The best local food for a fraction of resort prices. After swimming in the warm, shallow waters, I followed the scent of something delicious. I ended up at a tiny family-run cafe, where they were serving Maldivian mazhuni, a traditional breakfast of coconut, tuna, lime, and chili, served with warm roshi flatbread. I took one bite and everything stopped. The flavors, fresh, bold, yet incredibly simple, were better than any 5-star buffet I'd ever had. And the price? Less than $2. Why no one talks about this place? Vilingili is right next to Malé, but most tourists never hear about it. Why? Because it's where locals go, and travel companies don't make money from sending people there. But if you want a real Maldivian experience, Vilingili is the place to be. How to get there and where to stay. Boat. Take a 10-minute public ferry from Malé for less than $1. Stay. There are no big resorts, but small guest houses run by locals will welcome you with open arms. Vilingili is proof that paradise doesn't have to cost a fortune. Once you step onto its shores, you'll never want to leave. 6. Uthemu, a historical paradise. Everyone thinks the Maldives is all about beaches. But what if I told you there's an island that holds the secrets of Maldivian history? It's called Uthemu, and it's one of the most culturally significant islands in the Maldives. The island that raised a hero, Uthemu was home to Sultan Mohammed Thakuriafanu, the legendary leader who freed the Maldives from Portuguese rule in the 16th century. Today, his home still stands. I walked through the Uthemu Palace, a wooden structure that's been standing for centuries. The scent of aged timber and salt air filled the air as I imagined what life was like back then, fighting for freedom, protecting an island nation from invaders. The secret sunset spot. After exploring the palace, a local told me about a hidden viewpoint just a short walk from the village. I climbed up a small hill, and when I reached the top, I gasped. The sun was melting into the horizon, casting golden light over the endless ocean. No tourists, no noise, just silence, beauty, and history all around me. Why Uthemu is unlike any other island. This island isn't just about gorgeous beaches, although trust me, they are spectacular. It's about connecting with the history of the Maldives. It's about standing in a place where real stories happen. When you walk through Uthenu's narrow streets, past old wooden houses and the warm smiles of its people, you'll realize this is what makes the Maldives special. 7. Thulishu, the surfer's secret. Let me take you to a place where the waves are wild, the energy is electric, and the locals welcome you like family. Welcome to Thulishu, the Maldives' best-kept secret for surfers and adventure seekers. Most people think of the Maldives as a place for calm, still waters, but not here. Here, the ocean roars. Thulishu is home to some of the best surf breaks in the entire Indian Ocean, yet it remains off the radar for most travelers. But if you're looking for adventure, culture, and an authentic Maldivian experience, this is the place to be. The best surf spots no one talks about. I'll never forget the moment I saw my first wave in Thulishu. Standing on the shore, watching the sun rise over the horizon, I heard the distant rumble of the ocean. Then, suddenly a perfect, glassy wave curled, crashing down with pure, raw power. This was Coke's, one of the most famous surf spots in the Maldives, named after the old Coca-Cola factory on the island. Coke's is a dream for experienced surfers. The waves here are fast, powerful, and absolutely thrilling. No crowds, no overhyped tourist traps. Just you, your board, and the ride of your life. For beginners, Chickens is the place to be. A long, playful wave that's perfect for those still learning. I watched as a group of local kids barefoot, sun-kissed, laughing ran into the water with their boards, riding the waves like they were born for it. And honestly, they were. How Thulishu feels different from the rest of the Maldives. There's something about Thulishu that feels different. Maybe it's the colorful fishing boats docked along the shore, the scent of grilled tuna and fresh coconut drifting through the air, or the way everyone greets you with a smile, like you're already part of their world. Unlike the luxury resorts, Thulishu is a real island, with real people. Here, you won't find overwater villas or infinity pools. Instead, you'll find small family-run guest houses right by the beach, fishermen bringing in their catch at sunrise, hidden cafes serving the freshest seafood you'll ever taste. The best budget-friendly stay in the Maldives. If you've ever dreamed of staying in the Maldives without spending thousands of dollars, Thulishu is your answer. For less than the cost of a resort cocktail, you can stay in a beachfront guest house, wake up to the sound of waves crashing outside your window, eat freshly caught fish, grilled to perfection by locals, and the best part, you'll be surrounded by real Maldivian culture. Forget luxury resorts. Thulishu is where the heart of the Maldives truly beats. Bonus secret spot, the hidden island no one knows about. I've saved the best for last. There's one island that almost no one outside of the Maldives knows about. It's so untouched. There's no airport, no resorts, no hotels, just raw, untouched paradise. I can't tell you the name, not because I don't want to, but because locals want to keep it a secret. Getting there isn't easy. You'll need a fisherman to take you by boat, navigating through tiny islands and coral lagoons. But once you arrive, you'll step onto the softest sand you've ever felt. The water will be so clear, it looks unreal. You'll have the entire island to yourself. There's no Wi-Fi, no roads, just you, the ocean, and the purest, most untouched version of the Maldives. It's not just a destination, it's a feeling. If you're willing to go the extra mile to find it, you'll experience something that few people on this planet ever will. How to travel like a local in the Maldives. By now, you've seen a side of the Maldives that most tourists never even imagine. So how do you experience these hidden gems for yourself? Here's what you need to know. 1. Skip the luxury resorts. The Maldives isn't just for the rich. The real magic is in the local islands, where you'll find budget-friendly guest houses, authentic Maldivian culture, beaches that are just as stunning without the crowds. 2. Use local transport. Forget private speedboats. Take the local ferries. They cost a fraction of the price. You'll get to see more islands along the way. You'll experience the Maldives the way locals do. 3. Eat local. Instead of resort buffets, try real Maldivian food. Mas huni, a delicious mix of tuna, coconut, and lime. Garudia, a warm, comforting fish soup served with rice. Biskimia, the Maldivian version of samosas, crispy and packed with flavor. Not only will you save money, but you'll taste the Maldives the way it's meant to be. This is the real Maldives. Most people visit the Maldives and never see the real thing. They stay in overwater villas, sip on expensive cocktails, and leave without ever knowing the heart and soul of this place. But you know better now. You know about Mafaru's secret private beaches, Thinadu's untouched waters, Digara's hidden whale shark spots, Fuvamula's wild, untamed nature, Vilingili's quiet, local paradise, Euthimu's deep history, Thulashu's thrilling surf scene. And now, you have a choice. You can follow the crowds or you can travel like a local and experience the Maldives in a way that will change you forever. What's next? This is just the beginning. The world is filled with hidden gems waiting to be discovered. So if you love finding places that no one else knows about, subscribe now because next time, I'm taking you to a place even wilder. Until then, travel deeper, explore further, and never stop searching for the real magic. See you in the next adventure. Loved this? Let me know in the comments. Which hidden island would you visit first? And don't forget to share this with a fellow traveler who dreams of seeing the real Maldives.